I was browsing Wario's Twitter, as I do, and I came across this announcement today that Microsoft is going to be releasing a new controller for gamers with disabilities called the Proteus or Proteus. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's a new controller that's coming out. Now, I have always championed Microsoft's commitment to making controllers for disabled gamers. You recall they made one years ago, and I really liked that design because it was so modular. It was just a basic game adapter that had ports mapped out for all of the buttons on a controller, A, B, X, Y, the bumper buttons, directionals, everything. And you could plug in various modules into any of those ports to be able to emulate that button. And for gamers with disabilities, this was great. So if it was easier for them to press a large button with their foot, or to blow on a straw, or to hit something with their neck or their elbow, whatever it happened to be, it was a very, very adaptive tool. And Microsoft released it for a very low price point. I want to say it was $100 when it came out. It might be cheaper now. I don't know. It was slightly more than your traditional gamepad, but in Microsoft's defense, shockingly, I will come to their defense here, it did require a bit more engineering, but it was a great, great way for people who couldn't previously enjoy games to get into it. And you know me, I'm a massive gamer. My YouTube channel is dedicated solely to gaming. I eat, breathe, live, and sleep gaming. I want everyone to experience the joy of gaming, so I'm happy for that. But I saw this announcement and it kind of just rubbed me a little bit the wrong way. Now, Wario, in his infinite wiseness, I assume it's a he, released some links as well. You can check them out here. It's an all-in-one kit that allows players to play their way. What makes this controller so unique is that it's modular, and it allows an innovative snap and play system where parts can actually be connected together with everything you'll need to play the game that you want to. And they have some photos here you can see of snapping this together with the base, so a little easier to put the hand here. In this particular configuration, it looks like they have the left analog stick directly above the face buttons, and then you can see the directional pad is off to the side, so you can wrap your fingers around it. There's also the Xbox menu and share button as well there. Different configuration for you here if you prefer something flat. You could have a flat controller here with the face buttons, in this case, actually upside down. I'm not really sure why you'd want to do that. With a left directional on the side, the two trigger buttons dedicated to your left and right index fingers, and you lay it basically on a table. And then even like a smaller variant here, just showing some of the modules independently and how easy they would connect together. What rubs me the wrong way about this is two things. Number one, the price point is ridiculously, stupidly high. There's absolutely no reason a controller should cost as much as the console in which it will be controlling. That's just astronomically stupid. Now, I know that for right now, at least through this website, the company is in fact offering a slight reduction in price. I don't know how long that will last, which brings the price down $50 to $255, still insanely overpriced. It's not even going to ship until later in fall anyway. I think that is really, really stupid. Idea number two, which is frustrating. I thought they had different photos here on the Verge article. They do not. We'll go back to this one where you can look at some of the different pictures here. This is insanely complex, even for me who has full motor control, to wrap my head around this. And what do I mean by that? What made the original Xbox controller, and even PlayStation, who finally got the message years later with the Project Da Vinci controller that they released for disabled gamers, they understood that not one size fits all. And in most instances, I think it's fair to assume disabled gamers have a hard time controlling a standard controller due to limited mobility functions. So why would you release a controller that is just going to double and triple down on the idea of small, intricate designs? First of all, a disabled gamer is going to struggle disconnecting a controller and putting it back together. Okay, if you want to just assume that a caregiver is going to set this up for them, that's fine. Once it is set up, though, are you telling me a disabled gamer is going to be able to accurately navigate the A, B, X, and Y buttons that close together? And if they can, why wouldn't they just use a standard Xbox controller? What do you need this device for? Yes, the reconfigurability is cute. It is a novelty at best, in my opinion. But in terms of kind of like day-to-day operation, thinking about how a lot of the peripherals that disabled gamers use are unique to them, this just doesn't seem to fit into that very well. I don't truly understand the design behind this at all. And I feel like this is just engineers who thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if, and then just kind of ran with the idea of modular faceplates that could be snapped and connected in a slew of configurations. But they never talked or looked at somebody who is disabled and said, could you actually use this? Because I think the overwhelming response is going to be, no, we can't. This is not for us. You know where I see an application like this being used is those goofy people who like beat Dark Souls with Donkey Kong drums, or build these really custom rigs to do odd things, like to, I don't know, beat Mario 64 on a DDR pad or something. I don't see this being used day to day, and that frustrates me. That's why I feel conflicted about this. This almost feels exploitative to me, to that industry. One, for the price, and two, for just the sheer kind of form factor and function in it. Now, I could be way off base. You know, I don't know any disabled gamers personally, so I can't go poll the audience and kind of see their setup. But I can tell you that everything I've seen from following a few of them on Twitch and seeing some YouTube videos and just trying to be more understanding of that world, this just seems way, way out of line. So if I am wrong, you know, downvote the hell out of me. Let me know in the comments below. But I think I'm going to get this one right. I think most people are scratching their heads at this, saying there's already an existing product that does this significantly cheaper and significantly better with more customization. I don't think this is going to sell well, and I probably think that's a good thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.